In a world where equality is just another euphemism for mediocrity, where participation is more highly valued than achievement, where just enough to get by is the new standard of excellence, there is a small minority of people who fight back against such apathy, who struggle daily to reach new heights. These brave few are the hope for the future, the bright shining light for the next generation. They are the ones who will lead us to the places we have never dreamed of, to the undiscovered country, to reach goals only a few can even begin to imagine. Unfortunately, none of those people could be here tonight, so kick back and relax. Prepare yourself for several hours of fun, friendship, fascinating conversation, and fabulous music. All those F's, that's an alliteration and kind of a radio trick. Speaking of radio, you're listening to the most popular radio station in the history of broadcast radio, at least among stations that originate from Chris's living room. It's Curious Times. Your host is a curious listener. Here she is, Chris.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Curious Times. It's Friday, February 10th. Happy birthday, Jen Young. And I feel like this is Groundhog Day in a way. But anyway, tonight we have Selva Dutton here with us. And if you've been living under a rock, she is a life translator. Her job is to help people understand their journey in this life path. And she started communicating with spirit at a very young age of 4 and has been working with her abilities ever since. She comes from Uruguay, South America, and is currently residing in Australia with her husband and 5,426 grandchildren, something like that. Okay, 10. And she uses all kinds of modalities and enjoys palmistry as a hobby, and does a lot of workshops and takes people on spiritual trips, etc., at as low of a cost as possible so that it's affordable for all people. You can find Selva on Facebook at facebook.com/selva.nix. Hello, Selva. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, Chris, I haven't spoken to you in ages. Your hair's all grown. Jesus.
I know, right? So, anyway, thank you for being with us again on a Friday night, your Saturday morning, of course. And, what's new?
Well, it's swinging here. It's supposed to be a summer day, and we've got 16 degrees, and it's raining, and I'm wearing my colourful coat because I'm bloody freezing.
Oh, geez.
And it was 32 degrees 2 days ago.
Minus 10 for us, and it's nice.
but you're in winter. Nice. This is supposed to be summer. It's incredible.
Well, plus 16 is a nice summer day over here.
Yeah, and we're getting a nice pool. I mean, Kasha, but the road is actually getting covered in water. We've got some flooding problems, and we're actually getting a lot of water in front of my shop, in front of it, and I'm just looking at rise and rise and rise. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I might have to get a canoe to go home later, but it'll be good.
Oh man. Well, Jen Young was telling us about somebody that was using a Zamboni to clear the streets. A Zamboni is that machine they drive around on the hockey rink, right?
Yeah. On another sad thing, I just want everybody to send some positive thoughts to Buck. They have had a landslide the last half an hour, and it's actually killed a lot of people, and it's quite sad. But so if everybody can send Bali some healing vibration to keep people positive and for them to be able to find the missing people from the landslide. It's only just happened about half an hour ago.
Wow. Well, that's sad news.
It is sad news, but the earth is changing. The earth is saying, hey, love me, take care of me, stop abusing me, you know? So it's kind of interesting. We're going through some challenging times. You know, like my friend that used to say, the days are coming! The days are coming! I tell you what they did to me. I tell you what happened. This is really funny. I was in my house minding my own beeswax, and this Jehovah's Witness came knocking at the door, and he said, "Selva, I'm here to help you." I said, "Oh, great. What can you do? You're going to do the washing, the ironing, the cooking?" And he go, "No, I'm here to save your soul." I said, "Okay." I said, "Because if you don't become a Jehovah's Witness, he would not let you into the world." And I said, "Oh, that's okay. That's fine. I don't want to be like everybody else."
Anyway, you know what I mean? So you have to have the proper underwear too.
So I said to them, "Okay, so what you're telling me is that he's going to have a registration list, going to have everybody's name, then he's going to look for your name. If your name's not there, he's going to boot you out." He go, "No, you're just going to become, one of us." And I said, "So how's he going to know if I'm one of you or if I'm not one of you?" He said, "Because you'd be registered, I said, "Oh, okay. So he's going to have this. He's going to take your what? What I think he's going to do, he's going to try and save the lost soul. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and be as terrible as possible so I can get front seat cover. Because if you're already saved, he's not going to want to save you. He's got nothing to do with you. So I don't want to be saved so I can get front road. I'm going to be as naughty as hell." Oh. And I don't know why he turned around and left. I haven't worked it out yet. Yeah. Well, happy birthday, Jen.
It's always a good thing to tell them, hang on a minute, I'm in the middle of a seance.
I like along with them. I like really playing along with them. I like sort of try and think of a smart question. Yeah.
Well, how he knows that you're one of them is he checks your underwear, and if you're wearing the proper Jehovah Witness underwear, then you're in. If you're not wearing the proper underwear, then you're done. You go to hell.
God, and if you don't wear any underwear, you're in trouble.
Well, that's the whole thing, hey?
Yeah. Jesus.
I called the show many years back, and I'm always a bit of a smart ass, and so the person was saying how it was sort of like an added thing at the end as I was about to hang up, and she says, oh, your color's yellow, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm all like, geez, I don't have a lot of yellow, blah, blah. And she goes, whispers like, we're on the radio. She's like, whispers, just between you and me. She goes, you could wear yellow underwear. I said, you mean I have to wear underwear now? She just laughed at me.
That's something that I would say, yeah.
Yeah, fun and games, fun and games. So anyway, it looks like we have at least one caller, Georgia, and Sherry's on the line there. So there's a couple people, my guess is Jenny's, listening in just to make sure that we're off and running okay. If that's you, Jenny, thanks a billion for getting us going. You totally rock. And, appreciate your quick response to that. And so what do you want to yak for about 15 more minutes and then take a call or two?
Oh, well, if we only got two callers, I mean, there was someone, Papa was saying, wanting to know about earth changes. That's a really good topic, and, because it is happening everywhere, and the earth is going through that quite a complete vibration. So it's something that people do need to become aware of.
Yeah.
And that's why this is just everywhere. It is a fact. I mean, I might have been joking around before, but it is a fact. It is a big change happening over there because we've been, sort of, not only spiritual sense, scientifically, we have been sort of raping one side of the earth, taking all the goodness and stuff like that, and the other one's full, like a scale going out of whack as well. So even though metaphysical, there's a lot of changes happening and things like that, there's a scientific justification as well why this is happening as well. So if you take everything out of one arm, naturally the other one's going to collapse, So it's quite interesting. I don't know what other people's idea of the earth changes is, but to me, it's all about appreciation of the earth and direction, recognition of what we take for granted as well. And as we are born completely with the ability to be cope with everything. But the generations, as they're going by and by and by, they become very reliant on everything, that they don't do anything for themselves, everything. So sometimes Mother Earth's got to rattle our cage a little bit to let us know, hey, take a look at yourself, become more appreciative, work with it. I mean, what your thought and things are, but there's just so many things happening around the world, and there's so much land that's going to come up in the next few years as well, that it's just incredible that what is happening right now worldwide. I mean, it's been like that for the last 8 years. If anybody had a look at the world for the last, they would have noticed rapid changes, and even the shape of the earth a little bit has altered a little bit. I don't know how many people do a lot of research like that, but I'm really interested in earth changes and that, and that's why I'm glad you brought it up, Popeye. You know, and to me, there have been over 100 islands that have gone underground, and there is a lot of new land that has come up over the ocean as well. But it's like nobody's talking about it. Everything is happening. Nobody's looking. Nobody's paying attention to what is happening around. Everybody's worrying about their own little piece of dirt and who won the last election, you know. But really, we need to start paying attention to what is happening to Mother Earth itself and how we're contributing to it as well. It is responsible. It is time to be responsible about Mother Earth and the damage that we're doing to it.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. This, I read a book a number of years back by Mary Summer Rain called No Eyes, and it's about an old Chippewa blind woman. And she calls the stupid peoples who poison the earth, you know. And again, it's that you know, man, like I say, like human beings still haven't gotten it, you know what I mean? No matter how many times total destruction has had to happen, either through war or other natural disasters or whatever you want to believe causes it. People are still thirsting after the dollar and willing to sacrifice anything to get it, and it's reprehensible. So I always say, like, this is probably our failure to evolve as good citizens of the earth is probably one factor to us not being part of any galactic federation. Could you imagine what a bunch of barbarians we would be like? I don't mean, but you know what I'm saying? They try to take over the freaking universe then, you know? And it's just, you know, it's just stupidity, really. That greed and, you know, I just don't understand, because there's more than enough for everybody. And, you know, nobody has to be that greedy. And I think that when you remove that greed factor and everybody's okay, then crime is gone and other kinds of things, you know, we're more cooperative with each other because when I help you, I help myself. And people just haven't ever still gotten that, I guess, you know. I mean, some people have, but I mean, the larger population obviously still hasn't gotten that.
Yeah. You know, it's like this, I don't know about over in Canada and in the States and that, but in Australia they've become aware of, we're getting a lot of barren land now. There's a lot of barren land. The reason is because we have damaged the land. We have, you know, poisoned it. That we've used so many chemicals on canola crops and stuff that has made it created a barren land. And it's so sad because now they're going through the process of trying to fix it, but they can't, because there's been over 100 of years of poisoning the land now. But there are some other farmers that have not poisoned their land. It's proved it. You can prove it. I mean, there was one particular farmer in a town not far from here. It's called Wickerton. He decided 35 ago that he was going to start using vinegar, normal everyday vinegar, to kill the moth in the canola crops. Right? It worked. It worked to treat. He used to order the truckloads of vinegar.
Yeah.
You know, and he wrote a book about it, how his crops, how the land was better, and how he planted corn for a period of time in a certain area of his farm to see how the corn actually feeds the soil as it grows as well. So I think we do need to be educated. We need to be educated how to enrich the land again and what to use and what to use.
You should check out TED Talks. Google TED Talks desertification, and he has quite a proven, well, at least that's what it seems, a proven method for returning desert areas into green growing areas again. And it's really an interesting talk. And so if anyone ever gets a chance to check that out, you should. It's very, very interesting. And so that's what I say about that. TED Talks? TED Talk? TED Talk or TED Talks?
Okay.
And so desertification. Just look up TED Talks desertification.
Yeah. I'm really interested in things like that. Because the earth is very precious, and, you know, there's no money in the world that can actually restore the earth. We've got to really do it. We've got to do the hard work, physically restore it one way or another, and we've got to start feeding it, and we've got to start, you know, putting the nutrients back into it somehow. But it's just going to take years. I mean, it took 20,000 years to destroy it again. And it's sort of like a cycle, isn't it? I mean, it's not the first time that this has happened to the earth. I mean, we've been out again and we start again, and now we've got to really reevaluate things. Except that I don't think that it'll be like the end of the earth. I don't believe in that. I do believe going to be a restoration of the earth, so things will change. And the new children that are born now, if you watch now, the kids that are born are actually smarter than children that were born, say, 20, 30 years ago. They grow faster, they mature quicker, but the mistake that a lot of people are doing is just they're making kids become very technology aware instead of playing outside and getting dirty and can earth, so they can maintain that knowledge and wisdom they have inside and awaken it. You know?
Right.
My grandkids, as you know, I've got a couple of grandkids. They love coming to my place, but the first thing that I do is when they come to a place, I turn off the computer, I turn off the TV, and we go outside. And we dig holes, and we have water flow. We do gardening, and we feed the chooks and whatever. You know, we actually connect them, and they all just love it. You know, because we don't get home. You know, they spend too much time in front of the idiot box and then iPads and that. You know, why does a preschooler, primary school, I don't know about the States in America, but in Australia, at preschool, iPad is on the list of this at school. Why on earth do you need an iPad at preschool?
Yeah, I know.
You know, why on earth? You know, that should be grade 4, grade 5, you know? But from pre-primary, they are using iPads. What happened to going out there and just getting dirty and playing with water and finger painting and muscling, you know?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yes.
I don't know what the heck. I mean, I get computers and all that, but like I still would prefer that in the earlier years that they would of children's lives, you know, of their earlier years in school, that they would teach, you know, keep the computers away and let kids learn how to spell, you know, instead of spell check, and you know, like everything done, math, everything done for them, because you know, you still got to figure it out when the power goes out, man. And
a lot of people laugh at the Pokemons, you know, that Pokemon fight that went out.
Yeah.
I think the Pokemon thing was not a bad thing, because it got actually kids outside walking, doing things, looking at nature. Yes, they were picking up imaginary monsters or whatever the hell they are, you know, but at least it got them out. It got them outside. It got them to walk outside and walk down the park and walk down to the corner church or whatever, and pay attention to what's around them to get these Pokemons. You know, and that I thought that was productive. It's the only productive thing I think. But it actually brought a lot of parents and children together, because parents go out walking with them and doing things. So it got some more integration. There's not a lot of parenting being done nowadays. You know, a lot of kids, they just, from the time they're 6 months, they go to a daycare center, mum and dad are working, and they're brought up by stress. You know, I'm not judging anybody, but that family unit, it's not the same as what it was probably like it was for you and me, you know. So it's kind of, a lot of values have changed. And I think we need to change that. We need to go back into reassessing what is a family, how is close to nature. We need to reassess life in general, I think.
Yep. Sure. Well, listen, we're going to do a song break. It's going to be about an 8-minute song, and then we're going to come back and take these calls, and then we can carry on discussing if people want to call in and just have an open mic discussion or whatever. And so we'll be back after this song. Wait. All right, so we're back. Welcome back, and we're gonna do a quick shout out, and then we'll get to some of the callers. So we have Beth and Boat Mom. Nice to see you, Linda, Boo Boo, George's here, Christy Hu, Dan, Dennis, Gabriella. Canada's well represented. Marie, Mike, Popeye, Selva, Sherry, Corrine, and Wildflower Wind. And here comes Selva. Hi, Selva.
Hi.
So can you just, because I think we have a couple of new callers, maybe if you could explain how you work, and then we can take those calls.
You've been funny. I don't know how it works. I'll tell you how it works. I hear the sound of your voice.
Yes.
I'm only kidding. All right, it's a joke.
Okay.
Funny,
okay.
haha. Okay. I hear the sound voice, and I don't try and listen. I just spirit. Before I do let's start from the beginning. Before I do the show, to our spirit, okay? I'm going to connect with Chris today, and I'm going to talk to some people. So I want you to let those people know what they need to hear. Be polite, rude, but tell them the truth, all right? We are on public waves, so don't embarrass anybody. I actually do say all that to them. Don't embarrass anybody. Don't do anything, but tell them the truth and what they need to hear.
Yeah.
So when I do hear your voice, the listener's voice, and only when I hear the listener's voice with intention to read, all right? So when I'm talking to you and that, I'm not doing anything. I'm just being me, Selva, being stupid. That's it, right? But when I hear your intention to read you, that's when the magic happens. That's when the minute I hear your voice, my mouth wants to speak. So then I listen to what I'm telling you as you are listening to what you're hearing. So I do not have a clue what's going to come out of my mouth. I've got no idea what's going to come out of my mouth. I hear it when you hear it for the first time, and then I translate it after that to myself, to my understanding. But the message, the reason I do it like that is because if I hear it before, and I might have to tell you something that may not be pleasant, I become conscious of that, and I wouldn't want to offend you, and I might change it because I'm human after all. But that is why I do not allow to hear it before, so that it becomes pure, clean, uninterrupted, all mixed up sometimes. But you hear it for the first time, and I hear it for the first time too. Love it. That's how it works.
So also that means don't ask a question to begin with, but Selva will be happy to answer a question for you after she's been given an opportunity to give for you what she's receiving for you, okay? And so that's how that's going to work. So we're going to go and find out who it is in Georgia. Hi, Georgia.
Hello.
Georgia.
Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yep.
Hello.
Hi, Georgia.
Hi,
What's your
how
name?
are you?
Good.
Charity.
Oh, Charity. How's it
Yep.
going?
Oh, Charity. Oh,
Yes,
I don't know where Georgia came from then. All right,
Oh,
Charity.
That's where I live.
Georgia is the state where she lives.
Yep,
So
I'm
you
in
live
Georgia.
in Georgia.
Yes.
Oh, I won't hold that against you. Awesome. Okay.
Try not to.
All right, Charity. Charity, that's a really good name, but you try and not let your name get the better of you, because you actually go by the vibration. You're Charity by nature as well as by name, which means you do give to yourself far too often, and you actually do forget yourself. It's like you make yourself a second-class citizen. So you need to turn that around. You need to become aware that charity begins at home. It starts with you, and then it starts with everybody else. A lot of it is important because you have been spending a lot of time alone lately, and you have been feeling a little bit left as well. But that is because you're not considering you. You're considering everybody else before yourself as such. There are some money issues there that you really need to look very, very carefully, because it's like you're spreading your budget a little bit too thin, and you are going to get into some deep water if you're not careful. So if you can't afford something, you don't need it. That's why you can't afford it. So concentrate on what you do have and work with it, and watch your pennies for the next 3 to 4 months, and then there will be a better financial structure for some reason. Also, your left knee, it feels a little bit tender, a little bit sore in there, so keep an eye on it. So if you're going to lift things like that, make sure you bend properly, look after your knee. There's a bit of a weakness in there. Did you have a question?
Oh, yeah. Well, you said the money. Is it going to get better?
It is. It is going to get better. It is going to get better. But it's just going to take time. All right, it's just going to take time. But like I said, you got to consider your person, become aware how you're feeling. You got to consider how everything is affecting you, and then it will get better. Yeah.
Do you see me becoming a mom anytime soon? Do you answer questions like that?
Yeah, I do. I'm just waiting for them to tell me. Okay. It shows there's a little bit of a blockage on your left ovary. That's why lately, that special time of the month, if they are getting some unexpected sharp pains on the left-hand side that they come up, okay? So when you menstruate, try and drink some warm water during menstruation time, all right? So you can flush your body out completely and cleanse it accordingly. And to actually have sex the day before you menstruate, that will help you get rid of build-up pressure in there, and it will help you flush your system out, because I do feel that ovary does need clearing, and, you know, and there's nothing better than sexuality and warm water to flush that ovary out.
Okay. Yeah, I've had problems with my left side. I just had the whole left part of my colon removed.
Yeah.
So I've had issues there.
Yeah. But it does show that your partner does need to sort of look after his little swimmers more as well. All right?
Right.
So he might need to do something to look after his swimmers. His swimmers are not swimming too strongly sometimes.
Yeah, he just said he needs to drink some more tomato juice.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, well, you're taking care of everything. It'll happen when nature's ready.
Right.
Just take care of little things, and you'll see it'll fall in place. Now, your strongest time, your strongest fertility time, though, it will actually be between April to August. That's going to be quite a high level of fertility during that time between April and August.
Okay.
Okay?
That sounds good.
So plan a little romantic nights, but don't make love to have a baby. Make love to make love.
Right.
There's a difference there, okay?
There ain't.
You're not a machine, production machine, all right? Yeah. Okay, all right. God bless.
Thank you.
Great. It's funny that came up because earlier today, it was in the middle of the night. I was watching a show, and one of the characters on the show, the wife really wanted to have a baby, and the guy was having some troubles. And his balls were too hot. His balls were too hot, and so this was harming the sperm, and they couldn't survive the swim, you know? And so keep things cool. Move to Canada. I don't know.
Literally.
But if Buddy has, tight or it's like hot balls is no good. So gotta keep things cool, And so I just thought I would let you know that.
Well, thank you. I will keep that in mind.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. And
I hope it helps.
Okay, good luck, and
Thank
thanks
you.
for calling, Charity. Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye. What's to get a reading ? What? What are you asking, Gabriella? Okay, let's go get Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Oh, hey, I was just listening, Chris.
Oh, just listening? Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. I will park you then. And, yeah, you have to get in queue, Gabby. Okay, there's an anonymous person there. If that's not Jenny and you want a reading, press 1 on your phone. And that'll unmute you. Okay? So I'm going to assume that that's Jenny. Popeye was asking earlier here. I don't know where it went.
Anyway, Popeye, meditation, I know he wants to have trouble with meditation. Meditation is whatever you do that actually clears your mind, that allows you to connect to your higher soul. It doesn't mean you've got to stop everything and just sit there go, No, that's not it. Meditation is you've got to find. Sometimes people meditate while they're cooking. Some people meditate while they're walking. Some people meditate while they're running or gardening or whatever. So become aware what is it actually gives you that complete inner peace, and you find yourself in your own completeness. All right? I'm not even to mine, and I better not say it. Anyway, but to become aware of your completeness. So it could be listening to music. It doesn't have to be meditation music. It's whatever you connect that actually clears your mind on that moment of a space that makes you aware that you are one with you. That is a meditation to empower oneself. I do that every morning. 5:30 in the morning, I'm meditating. Except on Tuesday morning because I'll do a show with England then. But yeah, you gotta find that thing. Sometimes not meditate by themselves. They do need other people to meditate with as well. So I hope that helps you a little bit, Popeye.
Well, and, I find that if you try too hard to meditate, you're really not going to, you know what I mean? I think that will get in the way. For me, I was always having a hard time. Even following along with a guided meditation, I'd be all like, they'd be entering the forest and I'd still be over at the gate listening for it to creak. You know what I mean? And it was not good for me to be on a guided meditation. So as a result of during while I was taking my Reiki training, one of our exercises, homework assignments was to try different methods of meditation.
Yep.
And I had the best success with binaural beats. And it's almost like automatic transmission versus a standard transmission. For the lazy meditating people out there, I highly recommend binaural beats. And you can find all kinds of them on YouTube. And what it does, it sends a different frequency into one ear, a different frequency into the other ear. It's balancing the brain, and it can. When I did that, I was seeing all kinds of like color, purple, and then I got to where gold was fade out, and then purple would come, and gold, and purple, and gold, and purple. It was so awesome, and it didn't take any effort on my behalf at all. And so give that a try. Okay, so Gabby, I'm trying to keep my eye. I don't know what you're doing, Gabby. So pick one method and go with it, and I don't know what you're doing. So
Gabriela wants a reading.
Oh, there she is.
Yes.
Okay, there you. Yeah. Hi,
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you're certainly loud, Gabriela.
Oh, I'll put the volume down.
Good, 69.
Hey, so this is Gabby from Manitoba. The center of the world, the center of North America is Winnipeg.
Yes.
Geographically speaking, Gabby is residing in the center of North America.
Mm.
Well, I'm very happy for you. I hope you're well done there. I've never heard of the place. I must say, it's one place I've never even heard of it, so thank you for that information. Gabriela, there's a lot more to you actually meets the eye, but I don't know why you argue with you so much. I don't know why you keep contradicting yourself as much as you do. You know what you want to do, but then you also talk yourself out of what you want to do. I don't know whether your fear of judgment or your fear of failure that actually affecting you in a sense, but you got to believe in yourself a lot more. You got to really say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to try it. And if it doesn't work the first time, it doesn't matter. We can do it again and again until I get it right. Stop being hard on yourself. It's like you're just too hard on you. So you got to try and work on that a little bit more. Also, it's, you're spreading yourself a little bit too thin with too many commitments at such, and it's like it's leaving you a little bit frustrated at times. You don't have any time, And I love your name, by the way. I do like the name Gabriela. It's such a beautiful Spanish name, and it's an angel, It's actually very beautiful, and it's got a beautiful vibration to it as well. So trust your intuition, trust yourself a lot more. Be so hard on yourself, and stop questioning everything that you believe in, but live what you believe in. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Did you have a question?
No, it would be more related to work.
Yes,
I'm an artist.
you will be able. Yeah, you will be able to work, but it's like you need to take like one step at a time and allow yourself to adjust to the type of work that you're going to be able to do. So it does show there are certain things that you will not be able to do in the future, but there are many that you will to do. So it's like just look at your daily activities, become aware of your own abilities and that, and work from there. And when people ask you something, it's because you have that capability to do it. No one will ever ask you to do something that you can't do. It's only the self-judgment that keeps you from actually doing it. Do you understand that?
Yes, completely.
So you need to trust, if someone asks you to do something, it's because they can see potential. And sometimes we're blind to our potential. We're completely blind. So we've got to really understand that we attract to ourselves what we need in our life. And sometimes we need to invest and actually move on forward with it. And you can do it. I know the last 5 years have been very trying on you, and your health has been like a roller coaster anyway.
Yeah.
But you are in a much more stable type of space now, and you are moving forward, and you are really in a much better situation than what you were even 4 weeks ago. Even if you look at your sleeping pattern as much, you're not sleeping as much as what you were before, which means your energy levels are actually lifting, and you have this capability as well. You had a headache for over 2 weeks now, and that is awesome, when you used to get them at least 2-3 times a week. So there's a lot of things that your body's improving and actually strengthening, but it's like to acknowledge it. You need to say, hey, I am good, I am feeling good, and I am feeling well, and I'm actually moving forward, and I'm embracing every day as it presents itself.
Oh, wonderful. So glad to hear what you said.
Good.
I'm very thankful.
Just keep going.
Yes, I needed to hear that.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure, Gabriela.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Blessings.
Yeah. Easy.
Thank you so much, Chris.
All right, peace out. Take care. You might not have heard Winnipeg, but if you heard of Winterpeg, that's the nickname for Winnipeg, Winterpeg, because they get some brutal winters. I don't know who that anonymous person is. I'll give you one last chance, anonymous person, to press the one on your phone. And
calling occupants, coming to very crowd.
I have that song. I love it too. I'm going to just come and double check. So, anonymous caller, are you looking for a reading? I'm going to say that's a no. Okay.
We'll take a look at your umbrella. Certainly will. And I'm keeping your address so I can have a look at it. You're an extremely talented young lady.
So I'd say to you guys that we're at the Popeye. If you said you had questions and this and that, now it's time to call in and just have open mic discussion. And if you can't, then you can, you ask that one question. I don't know if you have any more. I'm going to give you guys a quick song and see if we have anybody that's going to jump in and join our conversation. Dang, I missed Amy again. She was in there earlier, and I guess after whatever the sound issue was, she didn't make it back, and so that's a bummer. That's 2 nights now I've missed her since she's started her new gig, and so that's unfortunate. But let me find a song and see if anybody's going to jump in and join us. Otherwise, we're going to wrap it a little bit early, guys, and so we can let Selva get on with her Saturday. And let's see what we hear. I'm going to play this one. All right. Okay, guys, it looks like we don't have anything going on for overtime. So you're back with us next week, Selva?
Sure am. And I got finals after the show next week, so I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Very good. And we always look forward to our Fridays with you. So So thank you very much for your time, and we'll look forward to next Friday then.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Okay, everybody, you guys take care, and unless I come up with something else, we're off tomorrow night due to a death in Yvette's family. So we'll be back either tomorrow, but we'll be back Sunday for sure. 3, 2, thanks, everyone.